Okay, the officials look like they're happy with the way the guys have lined up. So next time round, we're going to be going racing. Lights are flashing. The drivers have just been warned that the track has been watered, just in case they didn't see it. They've been told to drive to the conditions. They've got a wet track. We're about to go green.
Set for a dispatch. Green lights come on. Down into turn number 1 in heat number 9. And it's all good at the moment. Warren Oldfield is the race leader as they go out of turn 1. Ray Leonard's up there as well. The yellow lights have come on. It wasn't all good after all of that. Crowd down to my side starts sighing. Car number... Someone's getting a warning. The lead 2 cars getting a warning, asking to wait for the greens. There's one scratching from this particular race. I'm trying to work out where it is. Ray Leonard and Warren Oldfield are there. Hannington is there with Rumbold. It's Jeff Geneve. Jeff Geneve in car number 4 is a scratching. And Collie fans downstairs, we might be able to find out why. Don't know. Okay, we'll send you on a mission to find out in just a moment. 9 cars to run, back into the main straight, heat 9. Green lights have come on. Warren Oldfield leads them down into turn number 1. And, well, there's a couple every which way, but loose further back. The yellows are on again. Oh. Okay, the warning has been given. Wait for the announcement. The pole car, car 72, is being sent to the rear of the field. Ray Leonard for racing out of turn 4 after being given a warning. This will bring Gene Hannington onto pole. We got any fans of Gene Hannington here tonight? No. Oh, one. Hello, is this thing on? Right, here we go again. Now it's Gene Hannington and Warren Oldfield. It's like a match race.
Actually, I love when Gene wins a race, the victory celebration with the flashing lights and the siren.
Oh, okay.
That's great.
We'll wait for that. I don't like it on the internet. Tut tut. Here we go with the restart. Gene Hannington and bring them around. This looks a better dispatch. Racing. Warren Oldfield leads. Oh, they're 3 wide down into turn 1. The car widest of all is Hamish McAlpine. Look at him go around the outside. He makes up about 3 or 4 spots. Lance Root's in there with Damien Amato as they come out of turn 4. 1 down. Oh, they get a little bit sideways. They get through. Gene Hannington gets a bit of a touch, straightens up. Rumbold goes to second. And Ray Leonard gets the inquiry flag again. And Ray is long last. So move out of turn 2. It's Warren Oldfield, the leader. Second spot is Rumbold. Third spot is Damien Amato. Fighting back on the inside is Gene Hannington. Amato's left out to dry. Lance Root there too as they come into the main straight. It's Warren Oldfield. Oh, Hannington sideways. Right in front of us. Oh, they could end in tears. They've all straightened themselves up, but there's been contact. Oh, it's looking at a headbutt right into the wall in front of us, but they straightened themselves up. Lance Root, Gene Hannington, and a couple of others involved. Lance Root goes to the inquiry bay. It's all happening here tonight. An update from the National Super Sedan Series. The feature race has been run and won. We can tell you, if I can just find it. I've lost it all of a sudden as I went to give it to you. I'll bring it up in just a moment. Jared Harper has beaten Brad Smith and Mick Nicola. So Jared Harper from Tasmania has defeated Brad Smith from Tasmania and Mick Nicola. That's the National Super Sedan result tonight from Murray Bridge. Lance Root rejoins. Gene Hannington at the Inquiry Bay. So too is Zane Humphreys. This has been a bit rough and rugged. We're halfway through the heat races. We've got another 9 to come. Zane Humphreys in 39 rejoins. Gene Hannington is on the Inquiry Bay, and Lance Root going back to the Inquiry Bay after just leaving it. So Warren Oldfield, the leader from Rumbold, and Damien Amato. Hamish McAlpine having a great run after winning the opening heat of the night. He's possibly up in about 4th or 5th place. There's a couple of cars to slot back in. Lance Root, Gene Hannington is the other. Crowbar or some object of that description being used at the moment on the front right of Gene Hannington's police car.
Just doing a little customising.
Yep, just customising the police car at the moment. Car 23, Lance Root, being sent to the rear of the field for being the primary cause of all the mayhem here in the main straight. And Lance Root is going back to the Inquiry Bay again. So a bit of a delay here. Gene Hannington will restart, I think, and Lance Root wanting more work done to the 23 car. Yep, it was a crowbar that was being used because it's just been thrown away, and that was by Gary Tomlinson. Gene Hannington will restart, but it looks as though Lance Root will not. Or will he? He's mobile again, but it doesn't look like he is going to restart. It's rotten luck for Lance Root.
Okay, this time round we're going to be going racing. Lights are flashing. Okay, officially 1 lap has been completed, 9 to go.
Yes, 1 down, 9 to go. This is heat number 9. Heat number 9 is proudly brought to you by APES. Get your engine in winning condition with APES of Northam. The green lights are on. And Warren Oldfield is your race leader from Paul Rumbold. Back in 3rd place, the 78 of Gene Hannington, Hamish McAlpine, then Damien Amato. So move down the back straight here in heat number 9, sorry. Back then to Josh Davies, the next car through. So move into the main straight. It's Oldfield. Rumbold under pressure from Hannington. Back then to Hamish McAlpine. Back in 5th place, Amato. Then is the 43 car of Josh Davies. Further back, Ray Leonard, and last of the 8 cars is Zane Humphreys. So go down into 3 and 4, racing clockwise on this occasion. Into the main straight they come. Oldfield, Rumbold, McAlpine, Hannington, Amato. Back then to the 43 car of Josh Davies. Nothing separating them all really. Humphreys from Esperance on the outside of the 72 car of Ray Leonard, who now moves underneath the 43 of Josh Davies. That's 6th, 7th and 8th. But really there's nothing between all of them, apart from our leader who's got about a 4-car length lead over Paul Rumbold. McAlpine, Hannington. Watch for the 81 of Amato to have a big move on the outside of Hannington. Oh, right to the script, Jason. He comes up on the outside of him now, but has to tuck back in. Back to Ray Leonard in 6th, then back to Zane Humphreys, and last of the 8 is the 43 car still of Josh Davies. Rumbold under pressure now from McAlpine. McAlpine having a great run, trying to get underneath the Rumbold. He won the opening heat. He's now going to go into 2nd place. Rumbold will go back to 3rd. Our race leader, though, he's a long, long way in front. in the context of this race. Hannington is 4th. So they come out of turn 4 again. Back then to Amato. 6th place is that of Ray Leonard. Humphreys is 7th. And 8th and last of those still out there is the 43 of Josh Davies. 1 car on the infield, Lance Root, and 1 didn't start, of Jeff Genev. But it's Wazza Oldfield out in front. Our race leader going beautifully. Hamish McAlpine 2nd. Rumbold 3rd. Then back to the 78 car in 4th place. Gene Hannington, then Damien Amato. Further back in the field, it's still that of the 72 of Ray Leonard. There can't be too far to go. Then Zane Humphreys and the 43 of Josh Davies. Should be 2 to go this time around. Oldfield in front from McAlpine. 3rd place is Rumbold. 4th place is Gene Hannington. 5th place is Damien Amato. Hasn't been any changes for a couple of laps. Back then to the 72 of Ray Leonard as the white flag comes out. 1 and a bit to go for Warren Oldfield in car number 85. Second is Hamish McAlpine. Rumbold, Hannington, Amato. Now he's going to get desperate here, and it hasn't worked. Hannington and Rumbold have got hooked up. And around the outside go a couple of others, including Amato and also the 72 car of Ray Leonard. The checkered flag comes out and 85 wins. 3rd place, oh, they're getting tangled up further back. It's turned into a wreckathon further back between Rumbold and Hannington. First goes to the 85 car of Oldfield. Second is McAlpine. Amato is 3rd. Then I think in 4th place you'll find it 72 of Ray Leonard. Then Humphreys and 43 of Josh Davies, and Rumbold and Hannington. While in 3rd and 4th had it coming together in turn 2, and they finished 2nd last and last. And the police car has quite a bit of damage to the front end after they got hooked up again. And Hannington, who finished 2nd last, is going to be relegated to last place. And that'll put Rumbold 1 position further up. So bit of drama and carnage towards the end as we go down to talk to our winner of heat number 9. He stayed out of all the trouble. It's the 85 of Warren Oldfield with Grant Woodhams.
Well, I'm with royalty here, trackside, one of the royal families of racing in Western Australia. Warren Oldfield in the 85 car. Rocket Smith's just loaning the ride for the night. But Warren, a great drive, and I know you've raced here on quite a few occasions previously. What's it like out there?
Yeah, the track seems to be pretty good. It was, I can't complain about it. While I'm here, I've got to thank Rocket for lending me his car. It's a nice car to drive, and hopefully we can get it to the front of the feature.
I've got to ask you this question because I've been instructed to. You've built a few engines that are going around tonight. Did you build this one? Yeah,
I built this one probably about 2.5 years ago, before Calaberan, the night before we went to Calaberan, and it's been going strong and it's never given us any grief.
Well, Warren, you've had a win. You're amongst the points. Do you know what your next heat's like tonight?
No, I don't honestly know where. I think I'll be in the middle somewhere. I've had an 8th and a 2nd, so if it's somewhere in the middle, I'll be happy. You just got to finish towards the front of every heat, and this track's not easy to pass on, so you got to qualify up the front.
Well, Warren, great to see you here. Thanks for supporting Street Stocks. Warren Oldfield is the winner of our heat. One of the Oldfield brothers, Jamie, Jason and Warren.